Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to do another day in my life just because I feel like I want to catch up with you guys and kind of tell you what I've been doing over the last couple of months. I feel like this year has gone so incredibly quickly. It's crazy that it's already March. But yeah, I just wanted to catch you up on what I've been doing. There's been so many times where I've just wanted to vlog and then just like I'm too much in the moment that I forget to film. So I did go on holiday recently. I went to Paris and Amsterdam. That was really fun. It was nice to finally have some sort of vacation. As you know, and as I've said a million times, I was just so busy last year and I didn't really have time to prioritize myself and what I really wanted to do, which was travel. So that was nice, but now I'm really tempted to go on like a beach kind of holiday because obviously Amsterdam and Paris are both beautiful places and I've never been to Amsterdam before, so it was so nice to see that finally. They're just not the warmest places, so next holiday is definitely going to be a beach kind of holiday. I'm currently working on a new client website, which is a Shopify website, and I just thought I haven't really spoken too much about my Shopify workflow on here, and I feel like my Shopify workflow has changed so much since I began offering Shopify as a service, just because I've kind of gone through so many different sites now that I've kind of got it under wraps on how I do everything. So I thought maybe I'd share with you my process and kind of how I learned to do Shopify, because I know Shopify is a whole different ball game. It has its own code language that was made up by its founder, which is Liquid Code. So I know it's a little bit confusing if you're coming from something like WordPress or WooCommerce or Wix. I know those are a lot easier because they're more like drag and drop kind of style, whereas Shopify is very much, if you want to change certain things, you have to know a little bit of code. And it's not the most difficult thing to know. I am not like a coder. I do know code. I know enough code to get me through website changes, but I couldn't code a website from scratch. So it is very easy to pick up. I think once you know what to look out for and once you've done it a few times, you do get the hang of it. So I wanted to give you some tips and tricks if you're wanting to offer Shopify as a service. I'll kind of go through that with you. But the client I'm working on now is a lash, like DIY lash extension brand. And I freaking love brands that like I would use in everyday life, just because I feel like I get the brand and I get the website and I know like how I would shop as a customer. So I'm wearing them now actually. They sent me a box of goodies and I wanted to show you. The ones I'm wearing now, like more of the natural ones, just because I don't really like long lash extensions. I just don't think it suits me, but this is the little box they sent me. And they sent me a handwritten note. It's so cute. Says, thanks so much. We are so excited for the new site, from the founder, Lucy. And honestly, I feel like the most underrated part of why I love my job as a web designer is I get to meet these amazing business owners and they're so inspiring. Like, this is a 7-figure business. And I was just like looking through her TikTok, which you should definitely follow. I'll leave their TikTok linked below actually, because the founder is on there a lot talking about how she built up her business. And she basically started with £1,000 and then built up this business, and now it's a 7-figure business, which is amazing. And she really values, you know, her branding, and she's investing in her website, which I'm just so excited to be a part of. So yeah, these are her products. I'm wearing this kind of style today. So basically what you do, so this is like, I want to open some of these actually, I haven't opened some. So her main thing is like lashes, DIY lashes, but she does cosmetics as well. This is a lip oil, which are all the rage at the moment, so I really want to open this. How do I open? Oh, I thought that was going to be very satisfying, like ASMR, but well, here we go. Oh, I've been wanting one of these. So this is like a lip oil. I put it on. And these are the different styles of lashes. Different kind of curls, different, oh, you can't really see that. See that? Yeah, so they come like that. And then I purchased actually before like a kit. So when you first start, you buy a little kit and it comes with, oh, if it would focus, it comes with the lashes, and then this is kind of like the glue that you put on your lash, and then like it sticks to your lashes, and then it comes with the remover. and the little applicator tool here. I'm like fully selling this, but I really love it. And they stay on for like seven days. So if you like lash extensions, but you know, you want to save some money and you want to do it for yourself, then definitely check these out because I really like them. They're really natural as well. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I'm loving them and I'm really excited to work on the website, which I've pretty much done with the designs. I'm going to kind of do the last couple of pages today and then do like a overall check of the other pages and just see what I can improve on the rest of the design. And then I'll be sending that off in a couple of days for the client to approve. But yeah, apart from that, I've just been busy with a lot of client calls, proposals, which I feel like people who get into this don't realize how much time their like admin stuff takes. There's obviously the side where you're working on client projects, but there's the other side where you're working on business development and you've got calls and you've got proposals to make and things like that. So that can disrupt the workflow a little bit, but it's all part of running a business. So you kind of have to factor that in to your days and to the kind of time you have. So that's what I've been up to. I also recently went to one of my clients' pop-ups. I'm gonna insert some pictures because it was incredible. Like, she went all out for this pop-up. It was like a full-on store, and I did the branding and website for this brand. It's called Matilda Jewelry. And she had literally like a coffee car outside with the branding, the logos all over it. The walls had like a mural of the logo, the mirrors, everything was branded. And as a brand designer who did the branding, it was just so surreal and so crazy to see. And that is also an underrated part of being a brand designer, is physically seeing the designs in real life. Yeah, that was very cool to see. But yeah, I am gonna get on with my day today. I'm gonna finish my tea because I just made it and I actually haven't drank any of it since I've started recording. But yeah, I'm going to tidy everything up and then get to work, and I'll show you the website I'm working on. So I'm going to show you my workflow with the Shopify website and kind of what I've been doing so far. So this is the client dashboard. As you can see, this is their tasks and the deadlines. So they have like a complete timeline of when everything needs to be done by. As you can see, we're kind of up to the website design V1 phase. And then here is where they'll find different things that they'll need. So this is discovery and questionnaire. So this questionnaire is all in one place, and then the imagery, branding, copy, so they can send me their logos, the fonts they use. It's just really handy to have everything all in one place that they can refer to and also that I can refer to. So we did the sitemap and the creative directions. So before I begin on the website design, I do this sitemap. So basically everything that's going to be included on the website. So this is what the menu is going to look like. This is what the footer is going to have in it. Each page has their own sitemap. So for example, the home, and I give her like an overview of what I'm thinking for the sections and how they're going to flow on the home page. And then I let her give me some comments. So I do this pretty much for every single page that we're going to have. And then if you know Shopify, you'll know that a lot of things need to be implemented by apps. So these are all of the apps that I suggest she uses. So I have written a list and then I've kind of linked them all in here for her to check out. So this was actually a template customization service. So I have two services when it comes to Shopify, and one is template customization, where I take a template and I use CSS to customize it. So that's where your knowledge of code comes in, which is less time, it is less expensive than a custom built website, and you can get a very, very custom result with that just because there are so many things that we can customize with CSS. So I always recommend this unless they need extremely niche kind of features, they need built-in features rather than an app, then I would go down the custom route. And that's when I start working with other developers, because I know it's just going to be too much for me to take on. So custom built websites are a lot more expensive, a lot more time consuming, and I do work with other people on those kind of sites. So I hire a developer for that I work with. But for these kind of sites where it's all kind of template customizations, then I just do that all myself. because I really do enjoy doing these. So this is what I've done. I give her like a little mood board for what I'm thinking, example of the website here, and then the actual theme, which she can click on and go and view that. So I gave her 3 to choose from. I personally liked the middle one, which is similar to Kylie Cosmetics, and very like Gen Z and fun. And I was really hoping she would pick that one. And she did, which I'm super happy about, which I can't wait to go in and customize. But so yeah, once that's all approved and she's left her comment, I go and start on the web design. So that's the phase I'm at currently. And hopefully today I'll have all of that ready to send off, but I'll kind of show you where I'm at the moment. I don't want to give too much away. I'll give you like a brief overview of what I've done, just because I want you to check out the site and I want it to be a surprise for everyone who goes on her site. But this is basically the overview. I've done this in XD. I'm so torn between Figma and XD right now, but I go back and forth. So this is all done in XD. As you can see, there's like a few things that are missing, but this is kind of like what I've done so far. The whole point of an upgrade is obviously to make it look beautiful and to make it look more on brand and to up-level the kind of look and feel of everything. But the number one thing is to increase conversions. So they're doing amazingly at the moment. Like they're really doing well in terms of their sales. But I feel like with a well thought out and designed website where the customer journey is very easy and it's strategically done in a way to help people shop, it's going to really increase their conversions. So obviously, as a web designer, you want to make things look pretty, but you really do not want to forget about the strategy behind it and the purpose behind it, which is to really increase conversions. So understanding the strategy is also as important as the actual design, if not more important. So keep that in mind when you're designing your websites as well. So it's currently 5:45-ish. I've been working pretty much the whole day, so I'm pretty tired and hungry now. But I got quite a lot done. I'm pretty much finished with the pages. I just want to go over it one last time to like each page and see if I can add in anything else. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with the website design. Currently looking at sushi, but it's saying it's going to be like a 65-minute wait. But I don't think I want anything else, so I'm just going to deal with the wait. But yeah, I'm gonna go and order this and then I'll check back in with you when dinner arrives. So I'm still waiting for my food to come, but I just went through all my subscriptions for the month. And I thought that I would let you in on a few tips because I have Adobe XD, and I'm sure if you're a graphic designer, you have Adobe XD too. And it's worth just checking if they're doing any offers. If you just log into your account, see if there's any offers available, or even if you try and cancel your subscription, it will take you through a process and then it will give you some money off, or it will give you a few months free. I literally just did it and it gave me 2 months free, which saves me like £50. And then I didn't realize I had a few other subscriptions still going, so I cancelled those, and I literally just saved about £80 per month by just doing this. So if you haven't looked through your subscriptions, then definitely do that. I know as a business owner, there's so many subscriptions that you might have going on, and sometimes you can't really avoid those, but sometimes they're definitely not necessary. So just double check what you're actually using and then try and cut back on things that you don't need. So I just did that, which is nice knowing I've got £80 back in my pocket for next month. But yeah, I'm so hungry. Oh, it's on the way. It says we'll let you know when they're close. Also know that a lot of people have been asking me about different courses that I've done or courses that I can recommend. And to be honest, it really depends on what you want to do. So like in terms of branding and web design, there definitely are courses that you can learn. But for me, I think I've done a few and they just didn't really teach me anything. And the best way that I learned was by learning the platforms. So the platforms that you're going to need are Figma or Adobe XD if you're doing web design, and then Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator if you're doing branding. So once you've mastered those applications, all you really need to do is just practice. And this is how I tell people to practice, it's by going on Pinterest, looking at brands and websites that you really like, and then just copying them exactly. Like, it doesn't need to be anything original at this point. You're just practicing your skills on Illustrator and Photoshop, and through doing that, through recreating a website that's already made, you kind of get an eye for what looks good, the spacing, like where things should properly go. And then when you create your next website, or when you start on a new project, you kind of have that in the back of your mind, like, okay, this should go here, and this should have this amount of spacing, this should have this amount of padding. So yeah, you just learn and get better as you go. I remember my first ever website that I made. It was my own personal website, and I thought it was the most amazing thing. But looking back on it now, it's absolutely terrible. So you grow and you develop new tastes. So yeah, I think just practice. In terms of course, oh, my food's here. I'll be back. I think he got lost because it took him ages to find the flat. So I'm about to eat. Finally it came. I ordered, oh, I just ripped it. I ordered this thing called a tiger roll, which is like salmon, and then it's got crab, like soft shell crab on the inside. And I also ordered like this bean curd sushi, but they called me, which is really strange, and they were like, oh, we've run out of bean curd, do you want anything else? And I couldn't think on the spot, so I was like, oh no, don't worry, just refund me. But hopefully this is enough now. I feel like my camera's really crooked. Oh yeah, I was talking about courses. There is actually one course that I really recommend if you're wanting to learn Shopify, because I feel like Shopify is quite technical. I feel like I've spoken about this, but I use Webflow and Shopify mainly for my websites, and Webflow has like a Webflow University course that's completely free. So if you want to use Webflow, definitely learn that and just practice on it. With Shopify, it's a little bit more technical than Webflow, I would say, just because you need to learn a bit of code and know where to like put the code and things like that. So there is a course that I recommend. It's called Standout Shopify, and I believe that it's currently open for enrollment, because I think she only opens once or twice per year. So I enrolled last year. I did a previous Shopify course, but I just feel like it wasn't as good. And this one, I just learned so much, and she really doesn't leave any questions unanswered, and the support is amazing with that course. It is a little bit expensive, but I think it's so worth it. And then you can offer Shopify as a service. So yeah, it's called Standout Shopify. The teacher is called Rach. I will leave it linked down below. And yeah, just check that out if you want to learn anything to do with Shopify. But I'm gonna eat my food. Probably not gonna eat that on camera. And then, yeah, I think I might just end the vlog here, because there's nothing else I'm really gonna do except clean the house and then watch TV and chill. So I don't think you guys really want to see that or can be bothered for that. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about Shopify or anything I really talked about today, then just feel free to leave those down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I wish I could